Welcome to the Gilpin County Fairgrounds for the City of Blackhawk Motherlode Bullriders Showdown Series Finals. It all comes down to this. After 34 contests over 3 states, we've got 40 of the best cowboys in all the United States trying to hang on to some of the most ferocious bulls in the western United States. Now on paper that sounds easy. Hang on to a bull for 8 seconds. Do it twice, you'll move into the finals of 10 riders. But if you do it 3 times, you could walk away with the series championship belt buckle and thousands of dollars. But that's on paper. In reality, it's one of the toughest things to do in all of sports. And these bulls are ferocious. They might look tame behind us, but try and sit on one for 8 seconds. And nobody knows that better than longtime cowboy and also a former bull rider and my colleague, Skip Calson.
Well, Rod, I tell you what, I've been going through the list of cowboys. We have got some of the best bull riders in the Rocky Mountain region here with us this weekend. To pick the one that's going to win it today, the champ, is going to be tough. Any cowboy at any time can make that ride that we all dream about. Going into this thing, I'll tell you what, Bubba Adams was in the lead with $5,000. His dad was a bull rider. He's a bull rider. He's on a roll. But number 2 is David Lewis. He's only about $400 behind Bubba. His entire family comes from the bull riding world. His brothers ride bulls. His dad's a professional saddle bronc rider. Wally Blankenship came in here. He's a little over $500 behind the rest of the field. Now, the thing is, as they ride through the year, they accumulate the money. However, $30,000 up for grabs here today. That's what it's all about. If you've got the mental edge, if you're ready to ride, you could ride 3 bulls, you could win some checks, you could go home the winner.
Well, Newlon Rodeo Productions put on the Bullriders Showdown Series, including the finals. This is Tony Rossi. He rides this circuit as well as the PBR. Today, he is riding Evel Knievel here in the long round.
We know, Rod, it's common for these cowboys to belong to a number of associations. That way they can hit as many rodeos as possible. Uh-oh, Tony's in trouble. Well, you notice that big bull, the power of that animal, moving him off of his rope, getting off to the right, towards his hand, but couldn't recover. Tough luck for Tony Rossi. Gonna be no score.
No score for Tony Rossi. That'll bring up Justin Adams. He's also a PBR rider from Cloudcroft, New Mexico.
Justin Adams, Cloudcroft, New Mexico, 23 years old. I ride bulls because it's something that not everybody can do, and I do it really well.
He's up on Slick Willie. This is from LaRue Rodeo Rose Productions. This is a tough bull.
Slick Willie's a good bull, yeah. Usually goes out to the right. However, these animals are smart too. They might be creatures of habit, but they think. Till you get off of them a little bit, they're going to change it up. Look at the horns on this one. Well, making the move. You see that bull? That is a Watusi, originally from Africa. Their horns can get up to 9 feet from point to point.
Well, no points for Justin Adams. That'll bring us to Jimmy Anderson, Bayfield, Colorado. High school champion in Colorado. He's riding Road Hog.
This kid is fun to watch. A lot of action, focused. He's an athlete. He lives for riding bulls. This ought to be a good ride here. He's got a good bull underneath him coming out, hanging on left right away. Look at this, picture perfect. Keeping his feet down, the hand up, keeping his head in the middle, square with his hips, just right.
Score of 87.5 for Jimmy Anderson.
Really kind of an awkward deal. They didn't have the flank on him when I got on, so I had to wait around, but we nodded, and corner was rough. I got pulled over the front to the corner, but he kicked, and praise God, it just all worked out.
What a great attitude. This kid loves riding bulls. Thanks the man upstairs. I think he's kind of got his ducks in a row, knows where he's headed.
Plenty of bull riding still to come. The City of Blackhawk's Motherlode Bullriders Showdown Series Final continues next on Fox Sports Rocky Mountain. Welcome back to the City of Blackhawk's 2004 Bullriders Showdown Series Finals. Brought to you by the City of Blackhawk, preserving the past, protecting the future, still making history. And by Superform, building safer, stronger, and more energy efficient. And by Little Britches Learning Centers, where your child is the center of our attention. And by Mountain Home Fitters, furnishings that fit the way you live. We're in the long round, and this is Lee White riding Borrowed Time. This is a tough ride for any cowboy.
Yes, it is. Ford Rodeo Company bringing Borrowed Time to us. 9 stock contractors here bringing the best bulls that they own. That's what makes it such a special bull riding this weekend. Good start by the cowboy. Look at that bull kind of coming out, setting him up, going way up in the air. Not only did he jump high when he hung that left on the cowboy, wasn't ready for him. Tough luck. Going to be no score for Lee White.
Well, how do the judges score things? Let's talk to one of our judges, Kelly Melvin.
Well, each judge scores 1 to 25 on the cowboy and the bull both. You're looking for solid ride from the cowboy, handling each different move the bull throws at him. From the bull's side, You're looking at the athleticism, the power, the quickness, and you put that all together and you get 1 to 25 on the cowboy and 1 to 25 on the bull for a total of 50 per judge.
The bull is Tumbleweed, and this is Cody Lewis from Elizabeth, Colorado, from a long line of bull riders.
Boy, is he ever. Dad's a bronc rider of all things. 3 of his brothers are bull riders. 4 kids that ride the bulls. Dad rides the bucking horses, and they ride them well. Look at this. That old bull going out a little ways, says, I'm going to get set up. Hanging a left, the cowboy's right up there. Listen to his friends. They love watching their partners make a good ride.
83 points for Cody Lewis. That'll put him into second place here in the long run. Once again on replay, look at this bull spin.
Well, he's a nice draw. You know, he's given a little bit of altitude there with the rear end. Not a real flat spin, but good enough for the cowboy to make a ride, get a score.
That brings us to Justin Altwine. Altwine from Osmond, Nebraska, riding the bull Apache.
Well, again, Darren Jewell, an ex-bull rider himself, bringing the bulls to us. Apache coming out, says, hey, look at this. Sets him up again. Looks at his hand, but I don't think it was the hand. I think it was a foot that came out, and that's why the cowboy went down.
No score for Justin Altwine, no money today, and that's what it's all about. You got to ride to make money. Well, Lance Orman's got to ride Kane from the Ford Rodeo Company if he wants to make some money. It's all about the money for this rider if he can ride.
Oh, yeah, got a good one going. I think he's going to make it. Look at this. You know, that bull had a lot of different moves. Really never showed him anything that he could get ready for. Ducking and diving, taking a left and a right. Look at this.
Right now, Tom. Bull riding.
Cowboy's thinking right there. He's not thinking ahead, that's for sure. He's riding that bull every jump.
76.5 points for Lance Orman. And now it's Tom Townsend, 43 years old from Kiowa, Colorado, riding the bull Boeing. This guy is 43 and competing against kids that are teenagers.
Yeah, and look what he's got. This is a draw and a half, my friend. If you can get past this bull, you're probably going to get a good score. Watch this. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Rod, do you believe that? Do you believe the move that animal put on him? Kind of flattened out after the initial move, but
The bull almost disappeared underneath him, and he came up over the top, but this is going to be controversial. They're not giving him a score. They say his hand touched. I'm sure he's going to go to the judges and plead for a rematch.
Well, the rules say if you slap the bull, it's no score. That is a heartbreak. Look at this. 43 years old, getting past a move like that, making a ride. Watch his hand. Watch that hand. All right, Tom, right there. Oh, slapped him. That's tough. You put your heart into it, try like that, see what happens.
I came down my face. I didn't think my hand hit me on my face. Oh, yeah. Caught a horn a little bit right here. Oh, fell down. And when he did, it tipped me out over him. I sat back up to make a ride because to get a re-ride, I have to ride him out. I ride him out, can't give him a re-ride.
Are they going to give you a rewrite?
I don't know. I'm begging.
Well, Tom Townsend pleading with the judges, but their ruling stands. He will not get a re-ride, but he does have one ride from the first round. Let's look at it once again, Skip. This bull almost disappears completely from underneath him.
Isn't that amazing? You know, I talk about the athletes of rodeo. Yeah, it's the cowboys, but it's also the bulls. Unbelievable move.
Next up, it's Brad Turpin from Wood River, Nebraska, riding the bull Hannibal.
Well, Rodeo Rose brings us this bull. I want you to watch him. The longer he bucks, the better he gets and the quicker he gets. Well, didn't have a chance to see it there. First jump out, that bull will just kind of speed it up a little bit at a time. By the time the 8 seconds hits, it's a good ride.
Newlon Rodeo Productions know how to entertain the crowd. It's not just great bull riding, but mutton busting. Coming up, the Showdown Series points leader, Bubba Adams, gets ready to ride on Fox Sports Net Rocky Mountain. Welcome back to the City of Blackhawk Motherlode Bullriders Showdown Series Final. The crowd enjoying a nice autumn day. Hope you are too. It's actually been 2 days of riding, and here are the highlights from round number 1 yesterday. Well, some good and bad rides from Saturday as well, and now a more in-depth look at the top riders from the first long round. This is Jimmy Anderson from Bayfield, Colorado. He is up on Panda.
Ford Rodeo brings us the bull. Jimmy Anderson saw him ride a little bit ago. He is on a roll. Look at this kid. That is probably one of the most focused kids in rodeo today. He knows exactly what he needs to do. The bull says, hey, it's quitting time. Why are we going any farther? You rode me.
The bull stops, but that's a ride. 75 points for Jimmy Anderson. Next up, Josh KOSCHEL, a 19-year-old from Loveland, Colorado. He's up on Boeing from the Ford Rodeo Company.
We saw this bull earlier. This is the bull that made the move on Tom Townsend. He's having a different trip here. A good trip, going to the left, going to the right, going left. That's what's going to make it work. Yeah, it should be a good score.
78.5 points for the PBR, PRCA, and Bullriders Showdown Series rider Josh KOSCHEL. Well, you saw Tom Townsend earlier here, the 43-year-old, yesterday up aboard Diamond.
Tom Townsend comes to ride bulls. Winklepleck Rodeo brings us the bull by the name of Diamond, but look at Tom. He is not going to go down. Doesn't matter. He's going to make the ride, but I'll tell you what, excellent job.
79.5 for Tom Townsend. Now it's Jake Blackshear from Elizabeth, Colorado, aboard La Bamba.
My pick to win it. The kid's been riding great. Bronc Busters brings us the bull. Oh, yeah, look at this. Round and around we go, just like they said to do it at the school he went to. The school of Dad. His dad, one of the top bull riders around.
80.5 for Jake Blackshear. And this is Jed Ward from Kansas. He rides on a number of series, and this is the Bull Apache.
Apache from the Jewel Rodeo Company, nice move. Come out, go right into the spin, kicking high, looking good. Cowboy's setting up straight, got his hip square, perfect.
Jed Ward, 81.5 for that ride, the top ride of the day. And the scoreboard for Saturday, Jed Ward on top Apache, stays on and covers him, 81.5 for $2,475. Jake Blackshear in second on La Bamba, 80.5, $1,875. Tom Townsend on Diamond, 79.5, $1,350. Josh KOSCHEL and Jimmy Anderson aboard Boeing and Panda rounded out for our top 5 on Saturday. Well, what's new in rodeo? A new rope wrap technique. Skip catches up with top cowboy Bubba Adams.
Well, I'm here with Bubba Adams. He's the cowboy that's in the lead right now going into this final round. You know, there are different ways to ride bulls. They set their ropes different depending on the animal themselves. But recently we've seen something come from down around Brazil and Mexico way. The bull ropes are different. They set them different. Bubba, could you explain that for us?
Well, this here it's American bull rope, and this is the body of your bull rope, and it comes off the block. This here is called a block, and this is your riser. And the body of your bull rope, an American rope, is it comes off of your block, that the side that you run your hand on, and then it pulls from over here, and you wrap it around your hand. You take it this way, and with the Brazilian way, this side over here, your tail of your rope is braided out of your block, and it pulls backwards. So you're pulling your rope across this way, and I guess it pulls a little bit tighter. They say it's a little bit more solid or whatnot, but it's taken me about 10 years to learn how to use this one, so I don't know much about riding with one, but yeah, it's just different things for different people, and I guess it's just whatever works.
Well, let's see what works for Bubba Adams. He needs this ride to make the short round.
Now got a good start here, going to the right.
Oh.
Off to the side a little bit. Once again, couldn't recover. You not only use the strength of your hand to recover, got to use that inside foot. Try to pull yourself back up. Notice right here, he's in pretty good shape. Bull's kind of starting to turn back. Pretty good move by the bull there, but he's still with him. Now, all of a sudden, he starts to get off a little bit to that left side. Should be pulling with that right spur right now.
And a kick to boot to the back. That's going to add insult to injury. He's not going to make the short round, and he could lose his position as overall series champion. So we still got a lot of great riders to go. Right now it's KENTON Marsh from Wright City, Missouri.
Middle-aged Crazy is the name of the bull. Good shot right there, how they set their bull rope, how they take their wrap, put the rosin on it. That's what makes him stick. Now look at this cowboy. He's got some try. That bull had him back on his rope there for a little bit, and he never, ever faltered, fought to get back up. And Rod, I got to tell you, he's not just riding in this bull riding. He's hit many rodeos this last month, and he's hurt, riding with an injury.
Well, KENTON Marsh, 80.5 on that ride, so a good ride, but he is hurt nonetheless.
I showed up today a little bit banged up, kind of pulled my groin yesterday, and I knew if things didn't work out just right, then it was going to hurt. Well, about the first jump, it did hurt, but he was kind of just right, so we got along, I guess, as best we could, and I was 80.5 on him, I believe, and probably get me back to short round.
Plenty of bull riding still to come. The City of Blackhawk's Motherlode Bullriders Showdown Series Final continues next on Fox Sports Rocky Mountain.
Excellence in the Western tradition. Schaefer Outfitter.
All right, time for Chad Cochran. He's the cowboy. The bull is Jägermeister from Ford Rodeo Company. Cochran from Monte Vista, Colorado, about 4-hour drive from here. He needs a good ride.
Well, he's got a fairly good bull, Jägermeister, Ford Rodeo Company. Uh-oh. Look at that. That's not the way this bull usually starts. Bull kind of got frustrated a little bit out there. He says, I'm not coming out like I'm used to. Took him a minute to go into the spin, a good flat spin.
Oh, man!
Oh, my! Rod, that's living proof of why I became an announcer and not a bullfighter.
Well, you can see what a dangerous job these rodeo clowns / bullfighters have. I caught up with clown Kane Hager to talk about the hard work, the good times, and the reward of being a rodeo clown.
Oh, there is definitely. There's always the good times and the bad times in everything that you do, but this one here, there's always the bad times, you know. But coming into my world, the clown world, entertain the crowd, make everybody laugh and have a good time, and the more you see people smile and laughing at you, the more encouraged that you get to do it. Then there's the other side of the sport, the bullfighting side of the sport. When you got to jump in there, you got to be serious, save the cowboys. It's all about timing. You got to jump in there and right at the right time, jump in there and make sure they get away to safety, and that's where it becomes dangerous. When a rider comes out of the chutes, first thing you want to watch for is the balance of the rider. You know, there's certain extents of the balance that a rider can get to the far left and still come back and recover themselves. So a good thing for a bullfighter to watch is the feet, the positioning of the feet of the bullfighter or the bull rider. When that rider's feet come up to a certain point of his back, then that's when you know that's your signal to move and get in there and try to help him out. You know, but if it's just the upper body movement, then it's a good sign he's going to recover.
Well, it's not an easy job by any means, but thankfully we got some good ones here today. Well, here's another Winklepleck Rodeo bull. This is Jake Blackshear, and he is aboard Q.
Well, this bull Q is a 4-year-old bull. He's only been ridden one time. This kid's dad won the North American Rodeo Commission Finals, world champion. His cousin, Jason McLean, currently 12th in the world in the PRCA, but not going to happen for the cowboy from Castle Rock, Colorado today. Well, watch what happens here. He's looking pretty good right there. He's square. He's got his hips square, got his feet down in him. Look at him putting them spurs. Uh-oh, right foot came up just a little bit. That may have thrown him off.
Well, he covered his bull on Saturday. He still may make the finals despite that ride. Now it's Jed Ward from Wichita, Kansas, riding the bull Diamond.
Winklepleck bull. Well, this cowboy's got the strength. You know, you've got to have that upper arm strength. This guy's built like a tank. Look at this. Stocky cowboy, got the strength, got the form. Good ride going on. That bull going to the right. Look at his outside foot. Showing the judges he's in control. That's a tough draw. We do draw for the stock in a sport of rodeo. Luck of the draw can make a big difference. The bull kind of starts pretty good, jumping high, but as soon as he goes in the spin, he flattens out. Kind of tough to get a big score on a bull like that. So Jed says, I'm going to make it up in the ride. I'm going to show these judges I can do my thing. Got that outside spur going. Did the best he could with what he had.
74.5 for the ride on Diamond, and that should get him into our finals. Next up, it's Cannon AC on Riptide.
Yeah, look at the matchup here. Look at the size of this little cowboy and the size of Riptide, the bull from the Jill Rodeo Company. You know, This is living proof that it's not the size of the man in the fight. Nice job by Cannon.
76.5 for the ride on Riptide for Cannon AC, the 2004 high school bull riding champion.
My name's Cannon AC. I'm from Powell, Wyoming. I'm 18 years old. I've rode bulls for about 5 years, and I do it because I believe that God put me here to do it.
I think God did put him here to ride bulls because he is the national high school bull riding champ. Well, this is not a bull. I've decided it's not a bull. I think it's a bus with horns. Look at the size of the animal. You know, you'd think it would intimidate these little dudes. Just being a high school cowboy, you get on a bull that size, you barely fit in the chute. Nah, not these guys. At this caliber, they're here to ride bulls.
Still plenty more bull riding to come here on the long round from Black Hawk, Colorado on Fox Sports Net Rocky Mountain.
Gold was discovered in Black Hawk 146 years ago. Times have changed a lot since then. The gold era ended in a crash. But Black Hawk survived and held on to its heritage. Today, you can enjoy Black Hawk's rich history, plus exciting casino entertainment in a beautiful mountain environment. So come on up to Black Hawk. We're still making history.
The Bullriders Showdown series is brought to you by Newlon Rodeo Productions. For information on upcoming Bullriders Showdown series events, contact Newlon Rodeo Productions at www.newlonrodeo.com or call 303-279-4295. The Bullriders Showdown series. Small town hospitality, big city excitement.
Plenty of good food cooking here at the Gilpin County Fairgrounds for the City of Black Hawk Motorload Bull Riders Showdown Series Final, put on by Newlon Rodeo Productions. Jimmy Anderson on top with 87.5 points. Cody Lewis in second place currently, 83 even. Kent Marsh 80.5 and Cannon AC and Lance Orman tied for fourth place with 76.5 points on their ride. Jason Sullivan from Maxwell, Nebraska.
Well, you know, Rod, not only are these cowboys riding individually, this is a team sport, a little bit different format here. 5 guys on a team, different sponsors. This cowboy riding for Little Britches Learning Center. Let's see what he can do out here. Oh, he's got a bull now. Look at this. Uh-oh. Well, your bullfighters moving in. Brian Flynn moving in. Devin Lamones. The Cowboys put rosin on that bull rope. I think maybe that hung him up for just a little bit there. Look at the bull. He says, yeah, I did my job.
Well, Jason didn't score any points for his team, and I don't think he cares after the aftermath of that ride. He came out pretty strong. He looked pretty good, but then he got on the backside of that bull and got hung up.
That is a good bull. Nice draw. Bet he wishes he could do it again.
A little bump on the butt to get him out of the arena.
Well, that's a rodeo wedgie there. That's a bad way to get him, that's for sure. Look at this. Look what we got coming up.
This is David Lewis from Parker, Colorado. David with a great chance to win the season series final. Hazmat from Pro Rodeo Outfitters, and he is out of the gate, and this is a tough one.
Oh, look at this. Came here number 2 in the standings. Number 1 Cowboys down on his bull the first trip. This could help Mr. Lewis. Great job.
83.5 points. David Lewis is definitely going to the finals. He's happy.
David, that was an awesome ride on Hazmat. How did you feel?
I felt good. I thought he might throw me off there for a second, but he picked me back up and it worked out.
Excellent. Well, that ride definitely helped you out. You're sitting second in the standings, and you definitely needed that to go into the short round.
Well, of course, we draw for the stock rod. Good draw here. I'm sure when David saw that he had that bull, Hazmat, that he was excited. He knew he could ride him. Look at the action of the animal. Man, lots of power, lots of speed. David setting right there through the full 8 seconds. That's why he comes up with an 83.5. Great job.
Next up, it's Jason Sharp aboard the bull Harley.
Well, Doug Joseph brings us this bull from Joseph Rodeo Bulls. Harley's another good draw. You know, the Cowboys keep track of them. They keep a book on it. If the bull comes out and hangs a left, you want to be ready for him. Look at that. You see what he did? The bull faked him out.
Money. It's all about the money this weekend. There's a lot of money up this weekend, and I'm just looking to get a piece of it.
Next up, it's Josh KOSCHEL from Loveland, Colorado. He's riding the bull called Corky's Cat.
Well, Jesse Hill brings us this one from Pro Rodeo Outfitters. Look at that. This bull is hard to figure out. faking the cowboy out, and he's still up there. Look at that. Yeah. Oh, man. That bull trying to go left. Just about the time the cowboy thought he was going to go into a spin, he stops, he bucks straight, changes direction, goes to the right, stops and bucks straight again. Could be some good points. Now watch this. It looks like he's going to hang a left. About this time, the bull says, nope, going to throw something at you. Up in the air, turn back to the right. Are we going to go to the spin to the right? Looks like no. Right there. They call them dumb animals. I don't think so.
Great cover by Josh KOSCHEL, 85.5 points for the ride.
My name is Judd Mortensen. I'm 29 years old. I grew up in Idaho Falls, Idaho. I make my home in Steamboat, Colorado, and Prescott, Arizona right now. I grew up riding bucking bulls because it's fun and it keeps me out of trouble, and then they started making a living at it, and so, hey, man, I love it.
Well, I guarantee you his kid's going to rodeo. He's the son-in-law of J.C. Trujillo, the former world Bronco champ. And he is bull riding here. He's already got a cover today.
Wow, got a good one going on. That's kind of a head-slinging bull he's got going for him today. Got it done. Listen to his buddies. They're competing against him, but by golly, they're cheering for him. Good job. He can be proud of that one.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about how hard you had to work to cover that bull?
That bull was, I tell you, he dropped down there and turned back to the left and rearing up and getting his horns in my face, you know, and when that happens, you know, you just got to kind of throw all ethic out the window and try hard, and that's what happened.
You know, Rod, as we watch that replay, these cowboys have it made, you might think.
Now it's John Gorzalka from Sheridan, Wyoming. The bull is Combustion, a smaller bull, yet one of the most ferocious anywhere, fast and tricky.
Hell, he's got some moves. Kind of a dirty little bull, hard to get with him. Not only did he move different directions, he did what we call a belly roll. That means as that bull's jumping in the air, his feet are almost sideways. Now watch this. Coming out to the left, giving him a fake that way. Now back to the right. Now watch his hind legs. Look at the directions they go. It's hard to stay on these bulls, let alone when they're bucking up and down, but when they turn sideways like that.
Well, the crowd having fun. Hope you are too. Coming up, we've got plenty more bull riding in the long round for the finals here on Fox Sports Net Rocky Mountain. It's the City of Blackhawk Motherlode Bullriders Showdown Series Finals on Fox Sports Net Rocky Mountain. The crowd having a good time. We've seen some great rides. Right now it's Justin French from Wilcox, Arizona.
My name is Justin French. I'm 23. I'm from Wilcox, Arizona. I've been riding bulls for 15 years, and I ride bulls just because I just excelled at it when I was younger, and it just kind of grew from there, and it's fun, and it's adventurous, and I'm still young enough to do it.
Well, Rod Poland and Newstrom Davis Construction Company's got to be excited. He's the team sponsor. Justin French is his cowboy. Got a lot of good cowboys on his team, and look at this. Justin's going to make a good ride on a big bull. Lots of power, lots of speed, changing directions. Good job. That'll give me some points.
Super form for Justin French of Wilcox, Arizona, aboard Skytoad. You look in the replay, this bull's giving him something, but he's staying with him all the way.
Oh, yeah, never quit. And look at the size of that animal. You know, there are those people that are very lost out there. They think that we abuse our animals in rodeo. We have rules against cruelty to animals. These animals are our life. I want you to look at this bull. Look at the shape he's in. Look how good all the animals look.
Lest you think all cowboys are country folk, this is Ian Mather from Lakewood, Colorado, a suburb of Denver, and he's on Slam Dance and off rather quickly.
Well, the bull's saying I'm going to clear the arena, but you know, that's a good point you hit on. Not all these cowboys come from rodeo families or from ranches. A lot of good cowboys through the years have come from the city life. Chicago, New York City, California.
Well, where did this start? Where is it going? We talked to Mike Newlon of...
Well, the Showdown Series started in 2000. We had 3 shows down at the Jefferson County Fairgrounds, and since then we've expanded to 34 events in 3 states. We have over $160,000 in prize money this year. The finals alone, we have over near $35,000 in awards, prizes, and it's come a long way, and we're looking at growing next year also. It's an open bull riding series. No membership's required. It's an open, unaffiliated bull riding series. Anybody can enter. If you go to one of our events, you can qualify for the finals if you win enough money.
Next up, it's Josh Lazinski, Tucson, Arizona, riding Black Ape.
Oh, Josh Lazinski, that's a good one. Lazinski, Everything for Offices is the team that he rides for. Got a good bull today. Yeah, Pro Rodeo Outfitters brings us Black Ape, going right to the left. Oh, man. You know, that cowboy should have been with that bull a little better than that. He had time. I don't know if it was the power of the bull, lost his concentration. Regardless, no score.
Yeah, please.
Well, we move right along. This is Wally Blankenship aboard the bull Ron.
Wyoming Rodeo Association champ. This kid can ride the good ones. Look at the size and the power of the bull, and Wally's not going to give up. He says, I'm going to fight till I get there, but uh-oh. You know, I'll tell you what he did there, Rob. Watch it again. This cowboy's smart. He knows he's a good bull rider, knows he's got a good bull, and he knows the caliber that he's competing against. He says, I've got to be wild. Look at his foot. Trying to spur there a little bit, trying to show the judges. Tough luck.
Well, Blackhawk got its start nearly 150 years ago with the Colorado Gold Rush. Today, there's a different kind of gold rush going on in Blackhawk, Colorado's most prolific gambling town, just up the road from Denver. Every day, thousands of people swarm to Blackhawk to test their luck at a myriad of first-rate casinos, featuring a variety of gaming, great food, and entertainment. Blackhawk, Colorado, preserving the past, protecting the future, and still managing to make history. We got some road trips of our own around the corner next on Fox Sports Net Rocky Mountain. Welcome back to the City of Blackhawk's Motherlode Bullriders Showdown Series Finals. We are ready to move into the short round. Our top 10 cowboys in the arena. They are drawing their bulls here for the final round. Let's meet the bulls. Here they are, Skip.
He's only been ridden once. His name's Slammer. Winklepleck Rodeo Company brought him to us here today. Well, Rodeo Rose Productions brought us a good bull, Coon Dog. Coon Dog is a good draw, and I'll tell you what, he is one I would like to draw if I was into bull riding. He has only been ridden twice. I didn't see the rides. I find it hard to believe. Lee Miller, Miller Rodeo Company, brings us Undertaker. Another good bull is Crown of Thorns, Pro Rodeo Outfitters, Jesse Hill. He's a 4-year-old bull. On down the field of the top 10 bulls, Evil Forces by Joseph Rodeo Bulls. Go on down to another Joseph Rodeo bull, Red Rum. Great bull there. Another bull from the Ford Rodeo Company, Rifleman's one to look at, and Fender Bender from Rodeo Rose Productions, definitely one that you want to draw. Got another bull, our top 10 to finish it up, General Electric by Pro Rodeo Outfits. That is the lineup of the bulls. Good bull riding, good cowboys.
Well, our top 10 go to the finals, and they ride from 10 to number 1. Barely in, Tom Townsend, the 43-year-old from Kiowa, Colorado, riding General Electric.
Oh, Tom's got the try.
Perfect draw. He beat me in the corner. I caught up again, and I let him rock me back.
Almost had him, but not quite.
He's a good bull. Couldn't ask for better.
You know, not only is he going in the spin, he's moving his body, kind of giving him a change-up, something different to look at there as he's trying to get ready to go in the spin.
Next up, our number 9 qualifier, Justin French. He's riding Crown of Thorns.
Crown of Thorns, good bull for the Pro Rodeo Outfitters. This bull's dad, 6 times NFR bull, Whitewater. Oh, he's bucked off the likes of Luke Snyder, Matt Bohan. Cowboy's got a good seat on him so far. Turning back to the right, bucking off into the well. Tough luck to that cowboy. That doesn't happen very often to him.
No score for Justin French.
I actually was the bull I wanted. Just wasn't cowboy enough today. Bottom line.
What
happened? He was awesome. He was bucky. He was nice and kind of got me rattled around. And then when he come around there, he likes to draw a guy into the well. And plan was to open up on him, and I didn't do that. And that's why I'm in the dirt, not in the money.
2 riders on, 2 riders off.
Well, there again, you know, another good bull out there. The bull's thinking right now. He says, well, what can I do to put the cowboy on the ground? Kind of coming back slow, but all of a sudden makes a move over there and feels him off to the right. Says, I'm going to go back to the left. Tough luck to the cowboy.
Now in the gate, it's Kenton Marsh on the bull without warning.
Well, Darren Jewell brings us this bull. This is a 44-point bull. Keep in mind, 50 points, that's a perfect bull. You get a 44-point bull. If you can get a 44-point ride, you're up to 88 points. Good draw. Good cowboy. Bull will go both ways. He'll go to the left. Sometimes he'll stop, go back to the right. Didn't have a chance to today. Cowboy went down. That's the cowboy once again. Riding injured. Got hurt yesterday. Rode 1 today injured. Now on another one. I don't know how they do it.
What can I say? I couldn't have asked for a better draw. Being banged up's no excuse, really. I still got to pay the bills. Mortgage man, he doesn't care if I'm banged up. So I'm going to have to go home, take probably a month or 2 off, get my muscles put back together right, and probably go get a little job. I haven't had to do that in a long time, but
Yeah, a lot of these cowboys say, you know, I don't want a real job, but you can't get any money if you don't ride, so. The bull is Fender Bender. The rider, Jake Blackshear. He's already covered one in round number 1 yesterday.
The kid's got the ability. You know, he can ride him, but uh-oh. You know what? He knows right now what he did. He knows it was his fault. Look, little frustration going on there.
He is decent. Could have done better, but what are you going to do now?
Well, how about that bull, Fender Bender? That's a tough one.
He's a really good bull. Jumped out there and turned back to the left and just kind of was behind around that corner, so threw me off.
Nobody ever rides them all.
Nope, can't.
All right, congratulations on a good week.
There's always the next one. Thank you.
I want you to look at the kid's face. You look over your bull. You don't look at the head of the bull, but he's looking good here. He's square. As soon as he turns this corner, looks at the ground. He's on the ground. Tough one.
No score for our first 4 riders here in the finals. You see this bull acting up. This is Rifleman, and trying to stay on board, it's Cody Lewis.
Well, Rifleman's a little hard to get out on, but he's got it done. Coming around, changing directions on him, but there again, Cody lost his feet, centrifugal force.
Yeah, he's got some money in his pocket, but he's a little bit disappointed in that, as you might imagine.
Could have been better, that's for sure.
What happened there?
When my my hand came out of my rope. Can't ride him with no rope.
Disappointed?
Yeah, pretty disappointed. That was a good bull.
Another one of the Lewis boys. Doesn't go down very often, but you know, bull riding is probably the most humbling sport in the world. Cody Lewis, one of the best in the business. Today it's not going to work for him on that particular ride.
5 riders up, 5 riders down. We've got our final 5 riders, the top 5, when we come back on Fox Sports Net Rocky Mountain. Welcome back to the City of Blackhawk's 2004 Bullriders Showdown Series Finals. Brought to you by the City of Blackhawk, preserving the past, protecting the future, still making history. And by Superform, building safer, stronger, and more energy efficient. And by Little Britches Learning Centers, where your child is the center of our attention. And by Mountain Home Fitters, furnishings that fit the way you live. We are in the short round, 5 riders to go. This is David Lewis. Up until this year, this bull had never been ridden. It's Undertaker from the Miller Rodeo Company.
Well, you know, Rod, I'm fortunate to have the job that I do. I do a little over 60 performances a year all over the great United States. Not only get to know the cowboys, but also the animals. This is the bull I was telling you about. Watch him grow up. This bull has learned how to put the cowboys to the ground. He's fast, he's powerful. Oh, come on, Mr. Lewis. We know you can do it. Look at this. Most guys don't go that far on him. Undertaker says, what's going on? Wait a minute, you're supposed to be on the ground. Well, you know, not only do the cowboys get frustrated, so do the animals. That bull goes a couple of jumps and usually heads for the catch pen.
Chalk one up for David Lewis on the cowboy side because that bull looked confused, but here's the deal. He's got a chance at a re-ride because that bull did stuff.
Oh, that's right. Now, the re-ride is if the cowboy, the judges that is, think that the bull didn't perform like it should, which that bull didn't. He slowed down on him. Now, he's got to decide. He's the 6th man out of 10. The only one that's ridden. 4 more to go. Of the top 4, only 2 can put him out for the year end because 2 of the last 4 were invited to this bull ride and they didn't qualify to be here. However, only pays 3 places in the short round, $5,000 up for grabs. What if he does keep the score? Everybody bucks off. He'll win the money. He's got the year end. However, he knows that if 2 of the 4 ride their bulls, they're probably going to have a better score. What do? I'm glad it's him making the decision and not me.
They weren't sure what bull I was going to be able to get on for my re-ride, and all the better bulls are already bucking, so I decided not to take it since I didn't know if I wouldn't be getting on the bull as good as everybody else. I didn't want it. Not weakening on me about halfway through the ride, but well, it still puts me in the lead. So.
Well, it could cost him a lot of money. Let's look at the ride once again. Whether he decides to keep this ride or not, he's got money in his pocket. I would think he wouldn't take it out.
Oh, these cowboys know exactly what's going on. You know, I get confused when I see these things happen because the cowboy knows if everybody bucks off, he's got the money. However, there's still 4 cowboys to go and we only pay 3 places.
You know what, Skip? That's a good decision. He is currently in first place with that ride by accepting it. Judd Mortensen can't knock him off, but Judd Mortensen could make a lot of money by covering his second bull today.
And he's got a good one started. Coondog the bull. Look at this. Look at the speed of the bull. Look at the cowboy. Using him on the outside. Oh, yeah. Bullfighters come in to do their job. There's a happy cowboy. I'll tell you what. He's had a great day today.
Ooh, he's fired up, and he should be. That was one heck of a ride here in the finals. I think that's going to move him atop David Lewis's score.
Oh, you know what that does? That moves David down to number 2.
That's what it's all about. That bull jumped out of there, turned back to the left. Pretty juicy, you can see. The Black Hawk Casino treated me pretty good all night long. I'm out of breath. I just want to thank everybody for having this bull ride. And people ought to just keep coming and try to support it. It's fun up here in the Colorado mountains and good time.
With this ride, and I'm sure that he's going to be number one so far with $3,000. David Lewis, number two with $2,000. But we still have 3 more bull riders to go. Wow.
84.5 on the ride for Judd Mortensen. That puts him on top here in the short round, but remember, David Lewis is still atop the overall standings. The bull is Red Rum from Joseph Rodeo Bulls. The rider is Jed Ward. Just 3 riders to go, and this one right here could make a lot of difference.
We know every time we start a performance, something develops that makes it interesting, and boy, do we have it right here. David Lewis in the number 2 spot. If 2 more guys top their bulls, David is not only out of the short round, he is out of the year end. $1,000 check, gold buckle, trophy saddle, bragging rights. Wow. Free to go, that's what it's all about.
Well, Jed Ward doesn't have a chance to knock him out of the overall, but Jed Ward has a chance to cover 3 bulls and really collect the lion's share of the paychecks from here at the Bullriders Showdown Series Finals, but he can't even stay on that one. And nothing against him, he's a strong and powerful cowboy, but that bull had him that time.
Yeah, that's a bull that, yeah, it's a money bull. You should ride him every time, and I made a mistake, got behind and bucked off, and it cost me about $5,800 at least. So.
Wow, that's right, he couldn't move him.
Well, now here is a guy that does have a chance to win the overall. This is Jimmy Anderson on the Winklepleck Rodeo Company Bull Slammer. This is a tough bull to ride.
First cowboy that's covered 2 bulls. Oh, no. Oh, man, I'll tell you what. If he'd have ridden that bull, he would be the first cowboy to cover 3.
Well, all you can do is come and show up and give everything you got. And, you know, sometimes it doesn't pan out the way you want, but I'm still pleased with the way I rode, so.
That bull just jumped out from under him.
Our final rider is Josh KOSCHEL. Josh is riding Evil Forces from the Joseph Rodeo Bull Company, and he has got a good one here.
Well, he's riding for Baywatch Controls. That's his team, but he's also riding to be number 1. Folks, this is it. Final ride. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Well, you know, we draw the bulls. I don't know if he knew that that bull had that move, but I guarantee you next time he draws him, he will be ready. Wow.
Yeah, I went real good. That bull, he definitely bucked. I'm good friends with the guy that owns him, and it's a good matchup, and he bucked.
Wow. Nice try, but I'll tell you what, he didn't have a chance.
2 good rides in the long rounds, not this time around for Josh KOSCHEL. Our scoreboard, it's Judd Mortensen riding the top dog of the day, Coon Dog, 84.5 points. He wins $3,000, splits the overall money in the final round with David Lewis, who stayed on Undertaker, decided not to take a re-ride. He takes $2,000 with a 74.5 score. Josh KOSCHEL, Jimmy Anderson, Jed Ward, not able to ride their bulls today, nor was Cody Lewis, Jake Blackshear, Kenton Marsh, Justin French, or Tom Townsend, all in our finals.
So basically the score, Cowboys 2, Bulls 8.
Well, the scoreboard for the top 5 in round 2. That was our long round where the Cowboys qualified for the finals. Jimmy Anderson, the top ride, 87.5. That was the top ride of the entire weekend, $2,475. Josh KOSCHEL, he covered 2 bulls this weekend. Corky's Cat, the second one, 85.5, $1,875 for that ride. Judd Mortensen, Sonora Red, 84 points, $1,350. David Lewis and Cody Lewis rounded out the top 5 in round 2. The final scoreboard, Judd on top, David finishes second. They rode their bulls, and they collect the big paychecks here in the final short round.
Well, that money is the name of the game, and look at this. Look what happened here. David Lewis did it.
Yep, David Lewis finishes atop the year end. He had 2 rides today, including the short round and the long round. He passes up Bubba Adams, who finishes 4th. Josh KOSCHEL moves into 2nd place. Jimmy Anderson 3rd. And Wally Blankenship finishes 5th. Well, that does it, Skip. We have seen some great bull riding. Sometimes the bulls won, sometimes the cowboy won, but it was never for lack of excitement.
Boy, isn't that the truth? And you know, the final line is the 2 stories that unraveled in front of us. David, coming up, Mr. Lewis,